Hi, this is Doug Broad at Nash Community College. In this video, I will be demonstrating how to create electrical symbols that are annotatively scaled and automatically align to the wall on which you place them. The image here is cut from page 473 in our textbook. It's part of chapter 19. Now, the symbols are supposed to be having a diameter of 1/8 of an inch. I'm currently working in an annotative scale of 1 to 1. I'm going to draw a line with ortho on up 3/16 of an inch. Then I'm going to draw a circle at the midpoint of that line with a diameter of 1/8 of an inch. Offset 1/64 to each side. And then use the block command, which I'm using B for block, duplex. Pick the point. I'm just going to use the end point of that line and select all those objects, but I'm going to shift select that middle line, which removes it. I'm going to check the annotative behavior and open in the block editor. In the block editor, on the parameters tab, choose the alignment grip, type 0, 0, and point to the left so that the point of that alignment grip is facing down. Close the block editor, save the changes. Now let's draw a wall or a line that would represent a wall, and then insert the duplex block. As I hover over the wall, it automatically rotates to that wall. So we've got our 120 volt duplex outlet drawn. Notice that the switch outlet and the multiple device outlet and the waterproof, the GFI, are just a matter of putting attributes on the block. So to make that a little easier to create, I'm just going to edit the duplex block and save them as other types of blocks. So for example, to add an attribute definition for the type, I'll default to WP. For waterproof, I'm going to make that preset so it doesn't ask the question, and use 3/32 of an inch high lettering. I'll use the standard style. I'm not going to mark it annotated because the block itself is annotated, and I'll just put it right next to that. Now save this block. Actually, use the save as block, which down here you say save block as duplex WP. Now it's up to you how you want to name it, but try to keep the things grouped together by putting the differentiating aspect of a block name at the last as a suffix. Now inserting that block, let's look at another possibility. Let's insert that block upside down. Of course, the WP doesn't read very well there, does it? So if I use the Express tools and I can choose Rotate, Attributes, let's just select these and make them readable, then they'll automatically rotate to a readable format. Now, don't worry about the text style itself. If the standard style is defined in every drawing. So setting your attributes to standard style is the best option. Later on, if somebody wants to go in and change that style to make it read better, it'll automatically change the blocks. So just use the standard style when defining your attributes. Based on those two things, you should be able to figure out how to do the R, the GFI, the S, and the 4. One thing that's missing on this illustration is the 3. When you have 3 lines together, if you offset them a 32nd of an inch apart, there should be enough spacing. So if I were to take this duplex and turn it into a range outlet, I would maybe shift the lines over by a 64th of an inch and offset a 32nd of an inch, and then add the attribute definition. And save as range. Now, you wouldn't want a block named range that was actually the physical description of a range, so you might want to prefix the symbol with something that tells you it's a symbol. Let's insert the range on that wall and see how it does. So that's a number of them. Do the same thing for all of them, and then you can have a library of electrical symbols on which to place into your drawings.